Hi, and welcome to A Punk with Toys. My name is Lawrence. Today we're going to talk about the Target exclusive Masters of the Universe Origins Sunman, the repack. You take a look at that. You have all three figures. You got the two main figures, and you got this Space Sumo. So before we get started, if you don't mind, take a second, hit that notification bell so you are notified. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so, well, you can be part of this community. So anyway, enough with that. Now that you've done that, we'll get into this thing. So let's just start by, first off, this thing is $50, which I don't think is a real bad price, but if this is $50, you know, Mattel, you have to explain to me why you're trying to charge $150 for this thing at Mattel Creations when no one is obviously buying it. So 3 figures here for $50. And then 4 for $150 that are all He-Man. Doesn't make a lot of sense, but I'm not going to get into that because some of these toy companies, they have greed on their mind. And when I say some, I mean most of them. Not with everything they do, but with a lot of the stuff. And let's just say, just finished PulseCon, and you know, this whole, I don't know, there's a few things on there really set me off on price. So anyway, let's take a look at this. So here we have these three. Got some nice little artwork. Kind of look at it as I'm showing you. And then you have your 3 figures. Now, it looks like they all have mini comics in the back, maybe one of each. So who knows? So we have Pighead, who is the wicked enemy of Sunman. We have Sunman, the greatest hero of them all. You're the He-Man, he's the greatest. And a Space Sumo, telekinetic ninja. I don't know, was that like Psylocke? Anyway, here we have the back, and we show them fighting. Again, some wonderful artwork. And then you have the 3 different figures, and there is something we're gonna have to take a look at once we get this thing open. So let's stop looking at me, because no one wants to do that. We'll look at these figures. I'll compare them to these other Sunman and Pighead, and see if there's anything that's really different. Alright, so we got everything out here. Now, these are not mini comics. They are like nice, hard cardstock cards. So you have Sunman, Rules of the Sun, tells you the Space Sumo, Telekinetic Ninja, Destiny Called an Unsuspecting Akira Tanaka, passing down the legacy and powers of the telekinetic hero, Space Sumo, with the combined might, knowledge, and willpower of the greatest fighters in history. He protects Chafixa. So that'll give like a little explanation of who they are. It's actually pretty cool. It's got some really nice artwork on it. So, not bad. It's different than the comic. I think a comic would have been nice. But maybe they're not even sure exactly what their backstory is going to be. So, first and foremost, we will take a look at Space Sumo, because it's the only one that I haven't looked at yet. So he's got some very interesting colors, I would say. Where he has a nice painted boot over his toe, but everything else is just kind of red. And he's kind of got this Detroit basketball teal, along with his diamond teal here. Now, paint does look good. It's got their typical Motu Origins articulation. Probably the same arms and legs as the majority of the figures, but I gotta say, the color palette is very unique, but it's probably closer to what the original was. So he's got this new vest style. And then he has his samurai sword, which I believe this came with another figure. And it looks like you should be able to slide it right in there. So you can hold it. That's cool. He's got 2 thumb wrestling hands. So you can hold it in either hand without a problem. I think that looks pretty nice. Again, very interesting looking figure. Then he has his, I guess it's supposed to be a ninja mask. So, so this is something that I had heard, and I think I'm looking at it right now. He's got this nice flat top, and he's got his nice looking sculpt for the most part, but someone said that this face sculpt is the same. And I'm looking at it, and I'm going to have to say, I believe it is. Other than made Space Sumo to look Asian and Sunman to be a black man. So, just kind of strange. You can look at both of these. They use the same Under Armour, same cloth, loin, whatever it is. Same boots. Yep, he has the stars on the boots. His stars are painted. So clearly, Motu is definitely doing the reuse of everything. Same with the gauntlets here. They both have the diamonds. So, wow, they really just used the exact same figure. Just gave him different vests and no wings. So we're going to pass him over here now. It's just, I don't know, this kind of makes me laugh. So here's the first Sunman. And for the most part, he looks pretty much the same. Boots are the exact same. Same colored pigment. The trunks are the same looking. Everything here looks the exact same other than the head. Including the shield, which might be a little bit duller, but for the most part, it's the same. So that's kind of strange that they threw that in there. I feel kind of ripped off that I just kind of rebought the same figure just with a different head. But I'll take him quickly and pop his shield on him. And then his spade. Clearly the spade is a common look in the Sunman universe. And then we just lost his diamond, his whatever it is. Diamond blade, his spade, I don't know. But so these figures are the exact same. I really like this one because of the head, but then when I find out that the Space Sumo and the Sunman use the same head, kind of feel ripped off. This is going real well. We can leave Sunman down there for right now. So here we have Big Head. And I guess I'm going to compare the two. I might imagine they're going to be the exact same. I thought there was going to be something a little different, but for the most part, I can't tell if there's anything different. The color here is a little bit more glossy. So the purples that they're using are shiny. Same with the boots. The boots have a little sheen to it. The purple really pops. Purple on the ears pop. I mean, it looks nice. It's the exact same sculpt and everything. This purple is definitely darker. And then the purple here has a sheen to it. It's definitely a different texture than this. But it's the exact same. Just made to look shinier. So I will say this pig head I do like more than the basic one. But other than that, I think the colors are all the same. You get a shinier purple. His harness, I would say, looks the same. His head maybe has a little bit more of a shine to it, but not very much. I'll tell you what. I don't know. It's hard to say what I would want to, if someone should pick this up for $52 if you already have these two figures already. But if you don't, it's definitely a good pickup. So, quickly looking at him. same articulation as all the Motu, 90 degree. Again, that's usually a couple more degrees than a Super 7 Ultimate that you pay $55 for. Sorry, I take another shot at the Ultimates. He gets almost a 90 degree elbow bend because their muscles are just so big. We'll just knock this off, which comes off real easy. Look at that. Guess that just pops right back on. It's amazing how easily that can be done. Oh, some other companies can figure stuff out like that. Alright, I don't know what else there's to look at. These are essentially the exact same figure. He has some shine on him on his purple. I think it pops better, that is for sure. Sunman, I'm going to reach down here. I don't know why I'm all thumbs today. It's been a really weird week for me. So Sunman, for the most part, everything is the same. The heads are different, but it looks like his wings are the same. His chest plates are the same. Oh, sorry about that. I mean, this looks like it might be a little darker, but not all that much. I mean, the one that's really different is this Sunman. He definitely pops out. He stands out more where he's got the sheen to him that Pighead does. So really, if you had this Pighead, this is the one you really want to match him with. Maybe with that Sunman's head. And then you have, again, Space Sumo, kind of weird. I am interested how they can make the same face sculpt where one looks Asian and one definitely does not look Asian, and get away with it. I mean, if it wasn't pointed out to me, I'm not sure I would have noticed right away. But once it's pointed out to you, you're just like, oh boy, they really cut costs on that, considering essentially these are the exact same figures, other than the paint apps and the gear they have on it. Kind of sounds like a Valiverse figure. I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you guys have seen enough. I went after 10 minutes. I'm not sure if I can go on much longer than that. Alright, so there you have it. That is the 3-pack. Sunman, Space Sumo, Pighead. Now, do I think this is worth it? I think this is really worth it if you don't have Sunman and Pighead yet. I do think that the shininess on his gauntlets and his fur, it really makes this figure pop. Along with the shininess on his shield. I do think that this head sculpt of Sunman looks better than the normal release. But again, right now, if you're looking at it, and these figures are going for about 18 bucks each, you know, you're looking at 36 bucks there, and you're not going to get Space Sumo. I think it's just best if you have these on pre-order from somewhere and you don't have it, you can find this at Target. I'd cancel those and pick up this. This one's very weird. Again, the fact that he uses the same face sculpt, yet he's Asian, and they do pull it off. I mean, there's no doubt. Like, I didn't look at the two and I wasn't like, oh, they're the exact same. I believe on Geek Dad Life, they mentioned how they use the same face sculpt, which is okay. I mean, it's not the worst thing. But, you know, you do kind of feel like after a while, you're just kind of repurchasing the same figures over and over. For 30 bucks, you know, this Tila, which gave me a new head sculpt, same body, but completely different painted. And you get Zorro. I'm not getting into it. You get the bird. So for like, I think this is a better deal if you already have Tila, even though you spent 15 bucks on Tila. And it's essentially the same character, but again, painted differently. Where this here, Sunman is essentially the exact same with a different face sculpt. Pighead is the same, but he has a little bit shiny parts to him, which I will say I like. This is a nice touch. I'm not going to lie. This is a cool little touch. You know, the nice cards, and again, they're nice and solid. You don't have to worry about them warping or anything like that, so that's cool. And again, if you want the Sunman line, this is the perfect way to go with it rather than ordering the figures individually. So I'm going to wrap it up. Again, this is a Target exclusive. I will post a link. I don't even know if Target has them online. Actually, I think they're sold out. I know they're showing up, so I won't post a link because guess what? I'm going to be dead. I will post a link, if I can, to Amazon for Sunman and Pighead if you are interested. Take a look at that. You decide. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. You know the deal. Take a second, hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, and like the video. The social medias, you know what? Punk with Toys on Twitter and Instagram. And then the Facebook group page, Punks with Toys. I've dropped a couple new memes because of Hasbro Pulse was today. So I dropped a couple new memes on there that I think it kind of started people going, whoa, I didn't even think about that. And that is the Marvel 3-pack and the G.I. Joe 3-pack being about $15 off. And G.I. Joe being the more expensive one. That's odd when you own the property. So anyway, I'm going to get out of here. As I always say, have a wonderful night and happy toy hunting.